The following video will explain why leaping is a fundamental movement skill. Leaping is a fundamental movement skill that is in the category of locomotor skills, shared with running, hopping, galloping, and skipping. The leap is a graceful, long step where the body lifts off the ground. Leaping is a fundamental movement skill as it involves gross motor movement of body parts including the feet and legs. Children are able to discover new ways of movement through this fundamental movement skill. Fundamental movement skills are building blocks for other sport that children will create in the future or play in the future, such as netball, volleyball, and many other sports. So without further ado, let's have a look at how leaping might be taught in the typical school setting.
Grade 2s and my grade 5s, how to leap. A leap is a fundamental movement skill where you start on one foot and leap to the next one. Let's leap right into it. So today I have my grade 2 Sarah, who's having a bounce. The fundamental movement skill of leaping for the very first time. Sarah, can you hop down from there? Great job. Teaching the leap, we need to make sure that we're keeping it simple for Sarah, who's in grade 2. We're going to keep it down to 3 key steps. One is that we're going to make sure that we're moving forward with the leap. 2 is that we're going to make sure that her eyes are forward. And 3 is that we're going to make sure that she starts on one foot and lands on the other. So today we're using an athletics track to make sure that Sarah has some visual cues for learning, so she'll be able to know where to start and finish from. Okay, so Sarah, what we're going to do just to start practicing, I want you to stand up tall, look straight forward down the lines, and just walk forward, nice big steps. Have a go. Alright, that was really good, just make sure that you keep your head up. So let's go back. And try again, nice big steps, head up, don't look down at your toes. Excellent, well done. Sarah, now we're going to actually do the skills. We're going to walk up to the 7, stand in the line, jump in front of it. Alright, your turn to give it a whirl. So that's why, as a teacher, what you should do is make sure that you're standing to the side of your students to make sure that they've got enough room to leap and ensuring that you're not going to get injured and they're not going to get injured. So this time I'm standing out of the way of Sarah, and what she can do is run onto the line, start and leap on her own. So let's give it a go, Sarah. Excellent, Sarah. I loved how your shoulders were up and your head was looking forward. But what we need to do next time is just make sure that we start on one foot and land on the other. So Sarah just landed on 2 feet at the end of her leap. So here's a bit of a giant step to teaching a way to make sure that she's landing on 2 feet. So Sarah, what we're going to do now is we're going to pretend to be big giants. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk forward being really big giants. So can you be a big giant with me? Big giant! Roar! Roar! Have a go. Make sure you land on one foot this time. Excellent, Sarah. Well done. Now, let's kick it up a notch. Nathan, he's in grade 5 and he's already mastered the... Alright, so this is Nathan. Nathan's in grade 5 and he's mastered the leap. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it to the next level. In class, Nathan's learning his times tables. So we're going to incorporate that into our PE lesson. So what we're going to do is we're going to leap from the 2 to the 4 to the 6 to the 8. Have a go. 4, 6, 8. Excellent. So when giving feedback, you've got to make sure that you're looking the student in the eye and getting down to their level. Making sure that you're not putting down the student, but encouraging them to do better. Well done, Nathan. That was really good. What I want you to do this time is keep your head up and looking forward rather than counting down on the numbers, because I trust that you can leap that far. 6, 8, who do we appreciate? Nathan, go! Excellent, well done! Movement skill is an essential component of a child's learning. A fundamental movement skill is taught anywhere from the age of foundation, so 5, all the way until grade 6. A leap is a fundamental movement skill that is taught in grade 2 and should be completed, and a child should be competent by the time they're in grade 5. A leap is the forward movement, starting on one foot and landing on the other. We saw Sarah in grade 2 who's starting to learn how to leap. We went through the 3 key teaching points and gave her the skill of how to leap, which she can practice throughout her further schooling. When we saw Nathan, he had already learnt how to do the key teaching points. So therefore, we combined it with another aspect of his schooling and made it into a game. I hope this is helpful in teaching your students to leap.